All right, Rick, I don't know how much time you got, but this question might take a while. Let me ask you, if you could change one thing about the Kentucky Derby, what would it be?
Well, you know, Eric, there are so many great things about the Derby. I love the point system. I love that we have horses coming here from all over the world. I love that the crowds get more excited in the backside every year. But I'd change one thing. I'd go back to the earlier start time. And I'll tell you why. It's not just because of media deadlines, not worried about that. It's because it hurts the local restaurant scene. I've talked to some restaurant people in the last week and say now that this thing has gone from 5:30 to a little bit after 7 o'clock when it'll probably start, they don't get the crowds they used to get on Saturday night for dinner. And a lot of the restaurants in the area really depend upon Derby night and Derby weekend for their entire year. And they've switched to some situations where they're going to a Saturday afternoon brunch, but move it back a little bit.
Yeah, losing a little bit of bang for the buck on this big weekend. I'll tell you what I would change, speaking of bucks. I'd like to see some kind of less expensive option for getting into the Kentucky Derby, especially for people from Louisville, and maybe make it if you're a Louisville or Southern Indiana resident, or if you're a Kentucky resident, you can get a break on admission, because I can feel it happening. The Derby is changing and it's becoming more of a bucket list international event, and they view themselves in the same line as the Final Four or the Super Bowl, and yet I can't tell you how many people I've talked to this year from the city of Louisville. Yeah, I usually go to the Derby. I'm not going this year. We're going to go to Derby, but not Derby. And they have a lot of reasons. But the connection, if you're not careful, between the city and this event that has made it very distinctive can be lost. And you see that with other big events in big towns where it happens and it's of the city. It's still a party. It's just not really our party. I'd like to see it stay and keep a connection with Louisville somehow. If I could change one thing, that would be that. I don't think you're going to see either of those things change anytime soon. If anything, we might see a night derby before we see it move back up and earlier, but we will keep watching and keep covering it at our website, WDRB.com. Just go there and click on sports.